video that I made at the beginning of this for you. I like to be creative and make fun little videos like that for you. So I just used our little play animals and I made a little video for you. So I hope you like that. How are you today, friends? So I made that video for you this morning because, well, actually, why don't you guess? What do you think we're going to be learning about this week and next week? The farm! We're going to be learning all about the farm. And we were just learning about plants. So a lot of our plants and a lot of food that we eat and vegetables and fruits that we eat come from a farm. So we're going to be learning about farms and what kind of plants they might grow and how they get from the farm to our dinner table at home. So today we're going to just start talking all about the farm, and I'm going to read you a story called Big Red Barn. So first, why don't we just talk about this picture. What do you see in this picture? It says, there is a lot of work to do on the farm. Just take a look. What do you see? Yes, I see a big red tractor, and he has things attached to the back of his tractor. Maybe he's in a field. Farmers have a lot of work to do, right? Think about for a minute, what kind of work do they have to do on the farm? There's all kinds of jobs. Driving a tractor is just one of them. Okay? And what about this picture? This one. Farm starts with a F for farm. Okay, do you see any animals in this picture? Yep. Cows. Ooh, we see a lot of cows around where we live, right, friends? And I see a big red barn. And does anybody know what this is? A silo. Yeah, they keep food for the cows in there. And what other kinds of things live on a farm? Lots of different animals. And think about what grows on a farm. We just talked about how a lot of the food that we eat is grown on a farm. And why do we need farms? So those are some questions we're going to be talking about when we learn about our farms. So let's start with our story, Big Red Barn. This story is by Margaret Wise Brown. She's the author. And the illustrator is Felicia Bond, so she drew the pictures. By the big red barn in the great green field, there was a pink pig who was learning to squeal. There he is. Squeal! There was a great big horse and a very little horse. Maybe that's a mama horse and a baby horse? On every barn is a weather vane, of course, a golden flying horse. So on top of a lot of barns, they have this thing called a weather vane, and it has the directions, and it shows which way the wind is blowing. There was a big pile of hay and a little pile of hay, and that is where the children play. But in this story, the children are away. Only the animals are here today. What animals do you see on this page? Yep, I see some horses and a pig and somebody peeking out back there. The sheep and the donkey, the geese and the goats were making funny noises down in their throats. So think about all the noises that these animals make. An old scarecrow was leaning on his hoe, and a field mouse was born in a field of corn. Do you see the field mice? They're right there. They're so tiny. I see butterflies too. Cock-a-doodle-doo! In the barn there was a rooster and a pigeon too. And a big white hen standing on one leg, and under the hen was a quiet little egg. There was a bantam rooster and a little bantam hen with a big clutch of eggs. Count them, there are 10. They have 10 eggs. Cock-a-doodle-doo, moo! moo, moo. There was a big brown cow and a little brown cow too. There was an old black cat, meow, meow, and a tiger tomcat, meow. There's our kitties. There's our tiger cat. There was a big red dog, bow wow, with some little puppy dogs all round and warm. Oh, we got one kitten in there with the puppies. And they all lived together in the big red barn. And they played all day in the grass and in the hay. When the sun went down in the great green field, the big cow lowed and the little pig squealed. And the horses stomped in the sweet warm hay, and the little donkey gave one last bray. The hens were sleeping on their nests, even the roosters took a rest. The little black bats flew away out of the barn at the end of the day. See the bats flying out? Oh, what's happening? Look at the light going over the hill. The sun is going down. And there they were all night long, sound asleep. In the big red barn. Only the mice were left to play, rustling and squeaking in the hay. If you look really close, you can see them up there. While the moon sailed high, you can see the reflection of the moon in this little water bucket there. Wow. Good night to all the animals in the dark night sky. And there's a scarecrow. Wow, what a great story to start our farm unit, friends. So, there were a lot of animals in that story, and I thought what we could do first was sort animals that live on the farm and animals that live in the ocean, because those are two pretty different places to live, aren't they, friends? So I would say those are almost opposites. The farm and the ocean, those are very, very, very different places to live, right? So let's sort. We have our animals that live on the farm or ocean animals. So see if you can help me with this game, friends. Okay, so I want you to say ocean if you see an animal that lives in the ocean, or farm for animals that live on the farm. Ready? What about this piggy? Where does he live? On the farm. What about a lobster with his claws? Snip, snip. Where does he live? Yes, he lives in the ocean. What about a moo cow? He lives on the farm. Good job. What about a big blue whale? Does he live on the farm? No, he lives in the ocean. What about this animal starts with O for octopus. He lives in the ocean. Ooh, this animal starts with B, and he has two big horns. Make my two big horns. He has two big horns up here, and he likes to stomp his feet. He is a bull. He lives on the farm. Good job. What about this animal that starts with a J, and they have lots of flowy, wiggly tentacles at the bottom? Jellyfish lives in the ocean. What about this animal that says knee and starts with a horse? Where does he live? Ocean? No, he lives on the farm. What about, this is a tricky one. This animal starts with k, and he goes open and shut like this. And sometimes there's a shiny, shiny pearl on the inside. clam. Where does he live? In the ocean. Good job. Okay, what about this animal starts with G and he says meh. G. Oh, this animal rhymes with boat. A goat. Good job. He lives on the farm. Super friends. What about, we know this animal. They start with K and it's just like Katina. K, K. Cat. Meow. My favorite, lives on the farm. Ooh, this animal has a big fin on their back and they swim through the ocean and they have big sharp teeth. A shark. Yes, they live in the ocean. What about this animal says cock-a-doodle-doo? A rooster. He lives on the farm. What about this little guy says squeak, squeak, and he starts with a mouse lives on the farm. Good job. What about a swiggly, swiggly eel? Ooh, where does he live? In the ocean. Good job. We'll do a couple more. What about a chick? Cheep, cheep. Baby chicken. Cheep. He lives on the farm. Good job. What about, he looks like Nemo. He lives in the ocean, a clownfish. And this animal says bah and has lots of fluffy white fur. A sheep. He lives on the farm. And, ooh, let's see. This animal goes snip, snap, snip, snap. He's kind of like a lobster. And he starts with K. A crab. He lives in the ocean. And one more. This animal says bow wow. And he starts with D, D. A dog. He lives on the farm. Good job, friends. Super job sorting those with me. Okay, so I hope everybody had fun reading about the farm and doing our animal sort today. And I hope we have a great week this week learning and playing at home. And I hope you're so excited to learn all about the farm. If you live on a farm, or if you have a family member that lives on a farm, maybe they could send us some pictures of you hanging out with the animals on the farm. Or they could send us some pictures of their farm. That would be great. And then we could share it with our class. So yeah, so everybody have a great week and happy Monday. And I will see you again next time. Bye, friends.